So I'm not sure what it is. Over the past couple weeks, I've been receiving some requests for SEO services. So if you don't know what SEO is search engine optimization. And these business owners have been asking me, like they'll come to me and they'll say, "Hey Mike, I need SEO." And after a few questions, I realize it's not SEO you need traffic. So where that traffic comes from, yes, some of it may come from search engines, but some of it can also come from other places as well. So I wanted to have a discussion about that so that if you are a business owner and if you've heard someone has been in your ear and said, "Hey, you should hit up somebody and get SEO," there's a couple points to make in this video. SEO, search engine optimization, is you being able to carry out a set of activities that ensures that your business is placed in a good or relatively good ranking when someone searches for particular keywords on a search engine. Now, search engines have dramatically changed over the years. Years ago, everything was based off of specific keywords. Now there's a lot more elements to getting found on search engines. If you're on a search engine that has preference as it pertains to your business and what you've registered for on that search engine, that matters. So an example would be on Google. If you are a business and you want to be found on Google, you better be registered as a Google through Google Business, okay? It is extremely easy to register. It is free. You input all of your information about your business, and you can also put some additional details to help Google with understanding what it is that you provide and who you service. From your opening times to your closing times, all of that matter, right? So when someone searches on Google, if someone searches for a painter, if someone searches for a painter at 6 o'clock in the evening, Google's results are different based off of who's open and who's not. All of it matters, right? So you getting your Google business populated is very important. You understanding that Google has mechanisms to measure the performance of your traffic on your website through Google Analytics and Search Console and Tag Manager. So you having everything configured properly on your website is extremely important. If you don't have this stuff configured, Google is looking at your site, not seeing any tracking capability, and you do lose some favor as it pertains to being found in certain search results. If you are a business and you are only putting information out about your services, but not about why or what your services address, then oftentimes the results that you will end up showing up for isn't based off of questions people are asking. It's only based off of people being too extremely intentional about what they're looking for. So an example would be, let's say you are a lawn care service, and you have a website, and all you're putting out there is just like lawn care services, lawn care services, lawn care services. You're going to have trouble with getting people to your website. It doesn't matter how many keywords you have loaded on your website, and it also may not fully matter if you're just on Google Business. But if you have a blog on your website that talks about like St. Augustine grass versus another type of grass, or why your grass may be patchy, or how to revitalize dead grass, or how to improve my landscape, tips on going into the winter to sustain my grass. If you create different posts, what's going to happen is your blog post or your content will start to show up in results where people aren't necessarily looking for a service per se. They're asking a question. So if your blog posts are answering questions that people are having, not only are you putting yourself in a very unique pool of results as it pertains to the thing that you address, but it also gives you the opportunity to get that traffic. When someone comes to your site, you have the ability to have call to actions below, above, around the content that they're actually looking for. So all of that matters, right? There's so many different elements to getting traffic. You can also get traffic from being registered on directories. So there are a lot of business directories that you can register for. You create a profile, and now your business is registered on that particular directory. There are local directories. There are directories for different counties, cities, states, organizations, chambers. If you're a part of a chamber, a lot of times they'll ask you to register your business, and you'll have a profile. All of that is extremely good, especially if they're focusing on sharing content that brings traffic to their page as well. Now, another way to get traffic is through, of course, social, right? Social media. Now, social media has a very high level of recency, which means what you posted today is going to be more relevant to an audience than what you posted 5 months ago, which is more relevant than something you posted 5 years ago, right? So things on social don't necessarily build like that. It's very temporal. Now, the only platform that's a little different when it comes to sharing media is YouTube. YouTube in itself is a search engine. So you can use YouTube to be able to share some content, but social media, if you're looking to drive traffic, you putting a post out, that traffic is not going to grow over time. So if you do, like, let's say you have a social media group, or let's say you have a tool where you can schedule posts for the rest of the month, for the rest of the quarter, for the rest of the year, that can help with your ability to get traffic from social engagement. There are a ton of tools for you to be able to do this. I don't recommend any of them like specifically. They all pretty much do the same thing. You could even schedule the majority of your stuff directly in the social media platform that you're using. So Facebook allows you to schedule posts. Instagram allows you to schedule posts. Twitter allows you to schedule posts on certain devices. What else is there? LinkedIn. I don't know if you could schedule posts. I don't think you could schedule posts on LinkedIn. You'll have to use a third-party tool to schedule posts on LinkedIn. But either way, like, you can schedule posts. You create something that's evergreen, like it's applicable now and later, and you schedule it to be posted again. Like we're in November now. You schedule it again to be posted in January. Then you schedule it again to be posted in April. Then you schedule it again to be posted in August. Now all of a sudden you have 4 or 5 posts that's going to be distributed later, but you necessarily don't have to sit there and manage that, right? So social media is also a good medium to drive traffic. The last one that I want to talk about is paid advertising. So you can generate a lot of traffic through paid advertising, but you have to make sure that what you're driving people to is sticky. When someone comes to the site, you have to have some method to convert that traffic. Okay. You got to generate a lead. You got to give some type of low barrier offering so that you could find out who these people are. So paid traffic is another mechanism as well. So again, I just to kind of recap, if you're a business owner and again, someone's been in your ear to say, oh my gosh, you need search engine optimization, I want to encourage you, instead of seeking SEO per se, seek a strategy around driving more traffic to your site or driving more traffic to your marketing assets, and then gaining an understanding of what you're going to be doing with it. All right. If you need any help with this, I would love to have a discussion with you. My sessions, the initial session, I call them reach and revenue building sessions. That's where I just get a good understanding of what your business is, what your model is, what your capacity is. And then I provide you with some ideas on different starting points. Doesn't have to be too complicated. A lot of the people that I meet with, they're able to handle a lot of stuff themselves. Others will say, oh, well, what would it look like if we were to work together? But at least ask the questions. All right. So if you need any help with this, there's a link somewhere around this video. Again, it's Reach and Revenue. It's a Reach and Revenue building session. You can also go to reachandrevenue.com. Again, that's reachandrevenue.com and schedule some time for us to chat. All right. Peace.